recommending more intense ground spraying.
And we're going to take it block by block and be able to do it 3 nights in a row in one area and move to another area.
So at that meeting, did Thompson tell the commissioners the CDC was also recommending aerial spraying? NBC5 Investigates watched the video of the meeting. Thompson did mention he talked with CDC.
I want to make it real clear. We had a conference call with the CDC almost a month ago where they had defined this as a West Nile virus outbreak. Yes. And so it is an epidemic.
But in the meeting, Thompson never told the commissioners about CDC's recommendation that aerial spraying was the most effective option. The commissioners told him to stick with ground spraying.
I definitely believe that a target approach, that is what we've been doing, is the right approach at this time.
After the meeting, when reporters asked Thompson about aerial spraying, he said he needed to see more research to prove it was safe.
I'm looking for vetted information from cities who've done spraying in urban areas.
CDC tells us about a week earlier, it sent Thompson's department research showing how aerial spraying had been used safely in other major cities.
Sacramento, New Orleans, other locations where mosquito control has been utilized to stop epidemics, correct?
This is an endemic disease.
By August 9th, County Judge Clay Jenkins decided to take stronger action. As emergency management coordinator for the county, he declared a health emergency and started talking directly with CDC and other experts, including State Health Commissioner Dr. David Lakey. As Lakey studied the Dallas County data, he saw no way ground spraying was going to end the epidemic.
I couldn't have gotten enough trucks to Dallas County to be able to cover Dallas County as a whole. So there was that logistical challenge. It would just taken much too long to really get the coverage rates that you need to get.
The Dallas County Health Commissioner is out there saying at that same time, truck spraying's working. Did you wonder what's he thinking? What's he seeing?
I think you'd have to ask him what he was thinking or what he was seeing.
We wanted to do that. For weeks, we've sent Thompson emails asking him to talk about how he responded to the crisis. In one email, he told us there will be no interview. So that's why we tried to talk to him at the health department office.
Your information is incorrect, sir.
Well, then set the record straight.
I've set the record straight that the recommendation that you're talking about is a recommendation that the CDC looks at overall planning. First of all, you do surveillance, you do information, you do enhanced spraying, and then you go to aerial spraying.
Thompson disputes what CDC told us, but he won't give us his version of what he believes they said.
The information that you're pointing out is incorrect. There is a plan, and we followed that plan. And so your information and your story that you put in place is incorrect. So have a good day.
In the end, Dallas County didn't get aerial spraying until August 16th. It happened because Judge Jenkins authorized it and then got the cities on board. By then, there were 230 human cases and 10 deaths. After the planes flew, data from the state health department shows the number of new human cases dropped from 30 to 40 a week to near zero.
And that quickly ended the epidemic. It just cut it right off.
Dr. James Haley, an epidemiologist at UT Southwestern, calls Judge Jenkins' decision heroic.
He saved lives, and he saved people from having brain damage, and there will be some people who will get to know their grandchildren now because of that decision.
The day before the planes took off, Health Director Thompson said he supported the decision to aerial spray.
We're in a fight that we can't win with the ground level.
Dallas County hadn't used aerial spraying in decades, so you might expect it would take some time to make a decision. But the question is, if CDC was recommending aerial spraying in July, why didn't Thompson at least share that recommendation with Judge Jenkins sooner? Jenkins tells us in a statement, "My first communication from anyone regarding the possibility of aerial spraying for the 2012 West Nile outbreak was August 6th. That's 12 days after the CDC says it recommended to Health Director Thompson that the county consider aerial spraying."
We're talking about an epidemic here, a life and death epidemic.
Jay Wortham knows aerial spraying a few weeks earlier would have still been too late to help his mom, but he wonders if it might have saved others who died. Still, he's holding back anger toward the people in charge.
No, I'm not angry. they're going to have to carry that while they're unconscious.
There's something else that supports what CDC told us about that conference call on July 25th. We got a copy of the CDC's West Nile plan. Their written guidelines say that cities should consider aerial spraying when an outbreak reaches what they call risk level 5, and Dallas County was at level 5 on July 25th. So recommending aerial spraying would have been consistent with their written plan. Since talking with Health Director Thompson in person, we've sent him emails again asking him to answer questions about this. He so far has not responded. Brian and Meredith will keep you posted.
All right. Thanks a lot, Scott. And you can watch this story and Scott's other reports on our website. Just search NBC5 Investigates.
More than 1,200 of the so-called perversion files are online tonight, each with the name of an accused child molester banned by the Boy Scouts of America. Tonight we've uncovered dozens with ties to Texas. NBC5's Ellen Goldberg has been digging through those documents all evening. Ellen, what have you found?
Meredith, there are literally thousands of pages of documents. They name 77 men from Texas, all scout leaders who were banned by the Boy Scouts for allegedly molesting children. Their names have been protected until now. The Boy Scouts of America fought for years to keep these files confidential. They reveal the names of accused child molesters across the country, including 77 right here in Texas, most of them scoutmasters. The cases include 11 men from Dallas, 2 from Fort Worth, 2 from Garland, 2 from Cleburne, and 1 each from Arlington, Irving, Lancaster, Denton, and Stephenville. Most of them, if still alive, would be in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. The Oregon attorney who released these so-called perversion files said they represent the anguish of thousands of scouts who were abused by scout leaders.
While there were 1,247 files, we know that each scout leader molested, on the average, more than one scout. In fact, the testimonial trial was, 5 to 20? 5 to 25. 5 to 25. So we know the numbers are in the thousands. And most of these people will never, ever, ever come out.
Now, the Boy Scouts released a statement apologizing to the victims and their families. The organization is stressing that their policies have changed dramatically over the decades, and they now include criminal background checks. We are live tonight in Dallas. I'm Ellen Goldberg, NBC5.
Thank you, Ellen. Kidnapped from the North Park Center parking lot. Tonight you hear from the woman forced to take a wild ride across Texas. Hear how she survived coming up.
Also into the dust storm. See the map. Just minutes. Tonight, the Dallas woman who survived a violent kidnapping less than 24 hours ago is speaking out about her terrible ordeal. Police say these two people, Michelle Tortora and Tommy Simmons, worked together to kidnap a woman and steal her van at North Park Center in Dallas. NBC5's Ray Vieta spoke with the victim tonight and joined